I feel like my hair is so frizzy. Hello and welcome to the Her Skein knitting podcast. My name is Myriam and today I am with my sister Myriam.
Hello.
We're coming to you from Canada today.
Yes.
And yeah, it's my first time filming a podcast with someone else, and we already tried to do this intro like 10 times.
And we are very giggly.
We are very, very giggly. So apologies if that's annoying to you, but yeah. I guess we'll try to do like a traditional podcast format. So we'll start with some finished objects. I don't think we have many, just one each, and then FOs, and we did a few little acquisitions yesterday?
Yes.
Yes, yesterday. So we'll talk about those.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want to start with your FO or I go for it?
You go first.
Okay. Well, I already talked about these socks a little bit in my latest vlog. These are the Agrimonia Socks. It's like a textured sock with, at the front here, 2 columns. Yeah, we're trying the lighting. I don't know if you see well, but
Sorry.
2 columns of lace flowers, and they are knit toe up, which I know is not everyone's favorite construction, but so I was kind of hesitant actually to design another pair of socks in this construction because the first one that I did was like really not a success. Let's just say it that way.
Okay.
And because I know that a lot of people hate that construction, so I was hesitant. And then when I posted the testnet call, I thought like maybe 5 people are gonna apply. I left it to go for like, I don't know, a few hours, and then I came back and there was like over 60 people. And I was like, what is this?
Yeah, it's a lot.
I was very pleasantly surprised. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so the testnet has started yesterday, and yeah, let's see how it goes. So yeah, the pattern should be available in like a month, I think at the end of September.
And what yarn did you use again? Oh, sorry.
Good question. No, it's fine. I was just gonna say. Perfect. I used the Karlie Paige Fibre
Yes.
BFL sock, I think it's called. Yeah, and this is the golden olive colorway.
Is that the yarn that was from Alberta?
Yes.
Nice.
That I shipped. I
Yes.
ordered it online. I shipped it to our parents' place, and then when my friend came to visit me in Italy, she brought it over.
Lovely. Perfect.
So yeah, it's the Canadian yarn. It made it back to Canada. I have this like in sock here. It hasn't been blocked, but yeah.
Nice.
And yeah, I think that's it for this pair of socks.
Nice.
Are you ready to
I can
talk
try.
about your first FO?
My first finished object, well, I finished it a while ago because I don't have anything else that I finished this year so far.
But she has like 20,000 whips.
I get distracted and then I want to try something new and get excited about a new cast on, and then I don't finish anything and I'm very slow.
That's fine as long as you're having fun.
I am having a lot of fun. But my latest finished object was my Esther Sweater, which is a pattern by Petite Knit. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you see it well.
I'm a YouTuber. No, and this was using, oh my goodness, I have to remember the yarn. Sandnes Garn Pure Gynt is the one with the tweed.
Tweedy.
Flex or whatever that's called.
Yeah, we can find the colorway later and write it down somewhere.
It was something almond tweed, something like that.
Okay.
But it probably has a color number that might be
Probably.
more useful. And I held it together with, it was supposed to be held with a mohair, but I'm not the biggest fan of mohair sometimes.
Really?
It depends on what it's for, but a big sweater like this, I don't know. So I used a lace weight alpaca yarn, and I think it was Filcolana.
Okay, I don't know.
Alva, I think. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, can we put text?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. But I think those are the 2 yarns that I used. Nice. I don't remember the colorway of the Filcolana, maybe Marzipan or something like that.
Where did you get that yarn?
I think I bought both of them from Fia on their website, which is my favorite yarn shop ever. And I spend way too much time on their website. And I know that they use probably Shopify, and it's probably like they can see all how much time I've spent on the website, and they're probably like, who is this crazy stalker from New Brunswick that's always on our website? And it's me.
I'm sure you're not the only one, because I think I also spend a lot of time on that website, and
I just love going through the colorways and the new yarns and everything, and they sell a lot of local yarns that I really like.
Yeah, and I think everything they have is non-superwash. They have like a really good selection.
Like sustainable, focused stuff. I really love Fia. And yeah, so this is my last finished object that I think I finished in the winter, so almost a year.
Are you... Okay, maybe we should have started with like a bit of intro, but are you someone who knits throughout the year or just during the winter?
I knit throughout the year. But I also work full-time, and I need a lot of, like, rest full-time where I'm not doing anything. Especially with, well, I don't want to get into my job stuff, but I was very stressed this year. Right. And usually knitting helps, but sometimes I just need to, like...
do nothing.
Exactly. So I am very slow. It takes me a long time to do anything, especially a big garment.
But it's... beautiful. And I mean, you haven't been knitting for that long, right?
I was very impressed with my cuffs and my ribbing.
Like professional.
Yeah, that was like my New Year's resolution was to... so I finished it in January, I think, because it was after my New Year's resolution of getting better at ribbing. And then I did this and I was like, wow, look at me, January, and
I'm already accomplished everything.
So I was very proud of this one.
Nice.
But yes, I really like this one.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
I will, because our grandmother, she watches this podcast. Hello. And she always says that we have, how do you say, fairy fingers in English? Les doigts de fée.
Yeah, I guess so. That's what I would translate to.
I would give you the same compliment, because it's very nice.
I don't think I have your, like...
No, but I was going to say that if you show me this, I could not tell that this is like one of your first sweaters.
Wow,
it's like
okay.
Very, very...
Was this my... Yeah, I made one sweater before this and a cardigan, so this was my second sweater.
And it's all like textured, so...
Yeah. I was getting really sick of stockinette when I started it, so I needed something that wasn't just stockinette, and this was lovely to work on.
It's beautiful.
But then after I finished it, I just wanted to work on stockinette, so I go through phases.
It's like alternating.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm the same.
Okay. I did it. This is my first thing.
It was your, how do you say?
Initiation?
Yeah.
Into knitting podcasting.
Yeah. Do you think you're going to start your own?
I would love to, but I don't know if I have like the stamina to actually keep up with it. I think I would like post once and then just like ghost.
Once a year.
Yeah. I do have Instagram, and I'm also not great at posting there because I don't finish a lot of stuff, and I only do like the posts on my finished objects, but I do have my stories. But
do you want to give out your Instagram so that people can go follow you?
But I'm not like, I don't look aesthetically pleasing like everybody does.
That's fine.
Okay.
We can discuss it, and then if you decide to share it, it's going to be on the screen somewhere.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Alright, so I guess now we'll talk about work in progress.
Nice.
And
I love yours.
I'll start. Okay. So I have also shared about this one a little bit. It's a dress that I'm working on that only looks like this so far. Yeah, I have, because I sewed the dress last winter with a wool fabric, and I really like the shape of it. And ever since I made that, I've been thinking about making a knitted dress with like the same shape, but that one was a pinafore kind of dress, so like sleeveless. And so I wanted something kind of similar style, but with sleeves. Yeah. And I've never made a knitted dress before, so I am very excited.
It's so nice.
And yeah, I had a few false starts with this because at first I thought I wanted a bit of positive ease, but then when I tried it on, I was like, maybe it's best if it's a bit more fitted. So then I like frogged and didn't take into account the armhole depth. And so anyways, you can go check out, I think, my first like mountain vlog. I talk about that, and you can see like the bunching at the arm. It was not nice. This one fits very well now. I can't try it on because it's on the needles still, but I'll maybe insert footage, or you'll see it next time. when I try it on. And yeah, I'm using Holst Garn, 2 different Holst Garn yarns. So this is the Supersoft in the shade Tobacco. Is that how you pronounce it? I feel like I always pronounce things wrong. Because
Tobacco? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm actually not sure either.
Yeah, because if
maybe tobacco. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that. You probably know what we're talking about. But yeah, if you're new here, our first language is French.
We struggle sometimes.
And then the fluffy strand that I'm holding with it is also Holst Garn.
It's so soft.
Lucia. Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah. So, and I can't wait to block it because the Holst Garn, I think it has a lot of how do you say in English? Like when you spin the yarn, spinning oil.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So when you block
feeling is
it,
gonna be different.
yeah,
Okay,
and like
nice.
blooms. So it's probably gonna be like you see it's a bit see-through right now. I don't know if you can see. But it's a bit see-through right now. I think it's going to really bloom nicely. Yeah. And now I am ready to make, because I don't know if you can see the collar. I basically did like this like stitch pattern that I have here vertically. I like modified it to do it horizontal like this.
Cool.
And it's a very dark yarn and the lighting maybe is not the best.
Sorry. Non-YouTuber lighting.
It's fine. But yeah, so I'm planning to do the same thing here like at the waistband.
Nice. Beautiful.
But now I'm trying to make like everything line up because it has to be a multiple of 4 stitches.
Right.
And I did not plan that when I was like doing the rough like grading of my sample.
Are you like decreasing for the waist a little?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did waist shaping and at the same time, like I don't know if you probably won't be able to tell, but like these, like the vertical stitches that I was talking about, they're like, I don't know how to say it, but they're being like displaced. So they don't go like straight, they go like kind of diagonally.
You can't really tell.
Yeah, you can't tell, but it's there because I wanted it to like hit like the bust apex, so like the middle, I guess, of the boobs. But if I did that, then it would have like started in the collar, so I had to go like this. Yeah,
that makes sense.
So with that happening and the shaping, I don't know how. I basically need to like increase stitches here and there, and I don't know if it's gonna be like that in the pattern if I write one at all, because this is gonna be complicated to grade, and
it's very impressive.
Yeah, but it's very complicated because every person has like different proportions. So if I grade for like,
sorry, I think I'm making noise with my slippers.
It's fine.
Oopsies.
But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, since not everyone has the same proportions, like I'm using a sizing chart that has like, you know, if your bust is like this and your waist is like this and your hips are this many centimeters, but it's not everyone.
Not everyone fits that.
Yeah, so I think it would be 1, complicated to grade, 2, complicated to modify if you want to make it, and it's not designed for your proportions. So I still don't know if this is gonna be written down, but I'm hoping so. Let's see.
I'm hoping so too. I mean, it would take me like 10 million years to finish a dress, I think, but it's so beautiful.
But I think, because I was telling her the other day, I think I've knit probably the equivalent of the dress already because I like knit frog. But yeah, we're getting there.
That's so cute.
And the sleeve, I don't know, maybe you all can give me your opinion. I don't know if I want to do like a fully tapered sleeve, because for now it's like, I think I have maybe like 1 centimeter of positive ease at the sleeve. I don't know if I want to like taper it now or cat hair.
Yeah, and yarn, I think.
The fibers.
Yes.
So yeah, I don't know if I taper it or if I do like a flared sleeve.
Ooh, flared would be cute. What if you have 2 versions if it was a pattern?
It could, but I think that's
a lot of work also.
Yeah, and I like to give options, but I think it's gonna depend, because I always tell myself like, oh, this is too complicated, and then I figure out a way.
Yeah.
So if I can figure out a way to like give the modifications for the different like bust and blah blah, I think it could be fine. And if that's fine, then maybe I add options for the sleeve. And someone was also saying that it would make a nice pinafore dress, so you can just like finish
sleeveless,
it with an I-cord instead of the sleeve. So yeah,
I love that.
I don't know, let me know. A straight sleeve, a flare sleeve, or options for both. Let's see.
Cute.
But yeah, that's where I am with the dress now. And yeah, as I'm saying, I'm like ready to do the waistband, but I need to do some math because my stitches were not lining up. And of course, if I write a pattern for it eventually, hopefully everything will fall correctly while you're there and you don't need to do like a setup round. But anyways, let's see. But I think that at this rate, I might have it ready for fall.
Wow.
Let's see.
You are a lot quicker than I am.
I think I also knit much more than you.
Yeah, probably. I can't knit in the car. We've noticed. I get car sick.
But we'll talk about that in a bit. But we went to Prince Edward Island yesterday, and I was knitting basically. I think from the underarm.
Yeah, you
to
weren't
here.
that far.
Yeah,
yesterday.
I worked all of this during the little road trip. So
wow.
Yeah, and you did nothing. So
yeah. Sorry.
Do you want to talk about your whip?
Sure. I'm a little tangled.
But you're almost done though.
Started in January. Actually, I started it because of the knit along of Sibling Energy.
Oh, yeah.
That is another knitting podcast that I love.
Yeah.
And they were I was inspired by them because they had been talking about it for some time before it actually like started. And they wanted it to be like something for the new year where you where you do something for yourself because you're coming out of the holiday season having probably done a lot of gift knits, which I had done for my first year as a knitter, which was fun. But yeah, I wanted to focus on something for myself. And I was kind of inspired by the prompt of like kind of I think it was like your dream knit was kind of the concept like of the
bucket
cow.
List.
Yeah, bucket list, yeah. And not that this pattern, I think this pattern was like something newer that I had found. So it wasn't like something I had thought of for a long time, but what my kind of like bucket list thing about this project is the yarn. I am using one strand of Knitting for Olive. I haven't even showed it yet.
I think we could see a little bit on your...
It's also very hard to show because it's like a cardigan kind of. And it's curling in because I haven't done the I-cord edging yet.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah, but it has long sleeves and a peplum. And this is the Vienna Blouse by Sandnes Garn. So this is a better representation of what it looks like. And yeah, so the yarn is one strand of Knitting for Olive.
Compatible cashmere?
Compatible cashmere, yes. And this is in the color Dusty Dove Blue, which is beautiful. And this one, because the pattern says to use 2 strands of Sandnes Garn's like silk mohair.
Right.
Tin silk mohair.
Oh, just that together?
Yeah, 2, but like 2 held together.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
And cool. I had this yarn in stash already, which is CaMaRose.
Midnatssol?
Yes, I couldn't remember the name.
I don't know why I remember.
Yes, but it's a mohair alternative, and it's the thread the thread is Tencel, and the fuzzy fibers are baby alpaca and a little bit of merino. It is very soft. But yeah, I had this yarn in stash because I purchased it online thinking the colorway was in whatever language the yarn brand is from. And I forget what country it is.
I think it's Norwegian.
Yeah, I think so too, but I'm not 100% sure. But
oh no, that one I think is from Denmark.
Yeah,
I was thinking of
somewhere in that area of the world.
Scandinavia.
Yes. But the color name is like blue-gray in their language. Okay. I think it was like Blagra, but I don't know how to pronounce that.
Perfect, but it's a really good match.
Yeah, but I thought, I bought this to pair with another yarn that was like a gray that had like a slight blue tint, but this is more like blue. Yep. than gray to me. But yeah, it's like a perfect match, and it looks beautiful held together. Started it in January. Wanted it to be done for my birthday, which was in May, and now it is August, almost September, and it's still not finished. But I'm on the second sleeve.
You're gonna have it ready for fall.
I think so. Almost done the second sleeve. I think I have like 20 more rows to go. And then I don't know if I'm talking too much about it.
No.
But, okay.
I want to hear it all.
So, the way that I decided to...
Finish the cuff?
The cuff,
fold it down?
Yeah. So, the pattern just said to, like, bind off all of your stitches and then later on sew them into it.
Okay.
But I didn't want to do 2 steps of something I could do at the same time. So I basically I used your tutorial for the pointed socks,
right?
The cuff to kind of like gauge how I was going to do it. So folded it on itself and then like picked up
the pointed or the.
I think it was pointed because it was the scalloped top. That's the only one of your sock patterns I've attempted to make, and I had to frog it because I made a bunch of mistakes. Because lace is difficult for a beginner.
Yeah. But there's because I think my tutorial is like if you buy the pattern, you have access to it. But if you, I think we can link one. There's one that I used to always use to like fold down collars and
Because I was having a hard time conceptualizing how to do it, and that helped me. And it's not exactly like the same construction, so it's not exactly those steps, but I kind of use it as a guide. And so, on this one on my first sleeve, I made a bit of a mistake. And it's not super well lined up, but I don't think anyone will notice.
No.
And then, the peplum edge, that's also what I did. But this one is all straight, and I was very proud of myself.
Have you blocked it yet?
No.
It
not
looks
at all.
Perfect.
The yarn just falls beautifully on its own.
It's very nice.
It's very lovely. And I don't think it's going to grow too much. I heard some people... Woozy by Celine was knitting something recently made out of cashmere, but it's like some dead stock yarn that she had found that was, I forget if it's 100% cashmere or not, but she said that when she blocked it, it shrunk instead of grew.
Oh.
And so I don't think mine will shrink, but I don't think it will expand that much either.
No, also because if you have a strand of something like this, like usually the silk or tencel in this case, it's gonna like keep everything together. I think. Yeah.
Nice, but I'm very excited
from my
for
experience.
this.
I guess that's what I have seen.
My other favorite thing about this is, I mean, in the pattern they call it saddle shoulders. I don't think this is like a traditional.
Yeah, it's like
show it and it's difficult.
I think it's like contiguous.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think technically speaking, a saddle shoulder is like if you start with a piece and then you pick up stitches on each side to like work the rest. I think it's all worked at once, right?
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it because it's also been a while since I did the collar, but basically
it's like a raglan except you have only one place here where you're increasing, and instead of doing every other row, you're increasing every row. Yeah. Yes. For the shoulder, and then you start to increase for the sleeve.
Yeah, but it was very fun. I think I knit like the yoke part or whatever this would be called.
Yeah, the yoke.
Yeah. I think it took me like an evening to do because I was just so addicted to the increases that I was like, yes.
One more. Yeah.
And then after that, it took me forever to do the rest.
Yeah.
The peplum was a lot because basically you bound off your stitches on like the body, and then you picked everything up, and then you double the number of stitches. And so there was like 460 some stitches, and it took me forever just to do the peplum.
Also a pretty small gauge.
Yeah,
it looks like.
I mean, it's 2 laced together. I think I'm using 3.5 millimeter needles, so that's taking forever, but it's really lovely. I love the process of it. I just really want to wear it already, so that's I'm like getting a little bit impatient. But the next step is just to do I-cord like all the way around on the inside
and your little ties.
Yeah, making little ties to pull it together, and I'm very happy with it so far. And it's very luxurious, and I don't usually buy cashmere, but also I bought it during Knitting for Olive's like holiday kind of campaign when they had discount codes like every day for a different kind of their yarn. Yeah. And so I saved like 15%, and that was great.
Perfect.
And that's it. That's the Vienna Blouse so far.
Awesome. Do you have another whip? I have one, but I literally just started it last night.
I do have I can't talk about it because Grandma watches.
There might be a little bit of gift knitting happening.
I do also have my...
Oh, this one.
Foulard Camomille.
Oui.
Okay, I can talk about this one. And hopefully not show this puke.
There was a little bit of an incident with the cat and the yarn basket.
I bought a new basket to store my whips and my yarn for the whips in my living room, and my cat would love to lay in it. And we went to PEI yesterday. When I came home, there was some puke in my yarn basket.
It actually happened to me recently too. At home. My cat she decided to sleep like on my desk, and I had some yarn. And one day I literally just walk inside the room and I see her puking on my yarn. I'm like, at least I caught it like fresh, so I could.
Yeah, I let mine dry so that I could like flake it off, but I need to wash it all. It's the whole thing. Anyway.
But this one is not too effective.
Yes. Okay. Do I talk about it, or do you have something else?
I mean, I can talk about mine quickly, but I've been
talking for a while.
It's fine. You want a little bit of a break.
Yes. I need water.
So I think that if you have been following me for a while, you'll have seen this sock before. It's a sock that I made for my husband, and it's yarn that he bought. Basically, I wanted to go to Knit City, Montreal when we were still living there, and I don't know, I think I asked him like, oh, do you want to come with me to this yarn festival? And he was like, sure.
Yeah, I remember this, yes.
And so I went with him, and he chose like a few different skeins for me to make him socks. This was probably like at least 3 years ago. I have made him one pair, and this is the second one. This sock has been finished for over a year, and I just casted on the second one today. So this is what I have. I made like not even 1 centimeter of the cuff, but at least I started. I think it was the hardest part, just to get started. Yeah. And it's just like a vanilla sock that I did like a 1x1 ribbed cuff, and then the rest is 2x2 ribbing with a heel flap, a gusset, and it looks ridiculously long right now. I showed this to him, and he was like, "This is too long."
Socks are so funny looking to me.
They're hilarious. And they're unblocked, but also they're all ribbed, so it like cinches, and it looks longer than like when it's stretched. And he tried it on, and it actually fits him
perfect, I'm sure.
Yeah. So yeah, I just cast it on. I don't remember the yarn. Oh, I have the ball band here. It's from Wool Unit, and it's like one of those. I don't know how to call it. There's like a dark strand with a lighter strand, and then they dye it, so it's like variegated, but also there's like the black that you see is like from the yarn, if that makes any sense. Yeah.
That's cool.
But I was procrastinating casting it on because it's very super washy. Like I don't mind knitting with super wash yarns for socks, especially for gifts, because I know that it's easier to wash for them. Although I'm probably gonna wash his socks anyway. Yeah, fair. I do the wool washes, I guess. But anyways, this one is like very super washy, so I'm not enjoying it that much. But I know that he's gonna really enjoy wearing these. Oh, and when he was trying them on, because I made like a 80 stitch sock.
Right. Very different from ours.
Yeah. Like typically I make a 64 stitch. Yeah. I think you too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have the same size.
It's a lot of stitches, and I did that because he has a very high instep, so it's difficult to get the cuff around his heel. But then he tried it on and he was like, oh, it's actually a little bit too big.
Oh, okay.
So I think that next time I can make like a 72 or a 76 stitch sock. And I was thinking this morning, I think that I'm going to make him a sock like this, but without the flowers and without the little frilly edge. So
waffle.
Yeah, it's like I really like the texture.
That's really nice.
It's like a kind of a broken rib. And yeah, I think it would look really nice for him in like a dark yarn with like a different cuff, and yeah.
Nice.
So I might do that, and if it works out, like I have in mind, I might do like a pattern expansion for this, because I did the first pattern expansion for socks like in December, and I haven't done anymore after that. Yeah. So that would be nice, I think, to just do like the texture, and basically my expansion patterns are like cheaper sock patterns. So yeah, I think that's it for this one.
I like it. Nice.
Yeah, it's a good mindless project, because also sometimes like when I have like a math problem with my other whips that I'm like my designs, I like to just work on something mindless that I don't need to calculate. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. My next whip is Le Foulard Camomille by Rebecca Colère, that you introduced me to on YouTube, and I adore her and her videos and her aesthetic. Yes, I think we're both very obsessed. And yeah, so this is...
But can I just, before you go...
Yes, go
She has a YouTube channel. Her videos are in French, so if you speak French or understand it, or also I think now YouTube does like the auto translation and gives you like subtitles.
My account is mainly dubbing. My account is mainly in English, and sometimes her titles will appear in English, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. Yeah, but that is just the auto.
Because YouTube is suggesting that to you. So I would highly recommend checking out her channel. It's a lot of knitting content, but
very cozy.
Everything else, like she does a lot of thrifting, and
she's like inspired me, and I think you also this year to just like get back into like personal style and like building a wardrobe that you actually like adore and love. And
I think she's very inspiring.
Anyway, we're both obsessed with her. But this is one of her free patterns. I think she maybe has a few free patterns, or maybe she's... I know she's working on some others that she was saying she might want to make as free patterns, but this is a little scarf that starts... this is hard to show. But it all starts off like really wide, I guess. And then it tapers, so like every row you decrease one stitch on each side, so eventually you only have like a few stitches to finish. So like a triangle.
It's like a triangle,
And she wears it beautifully as like a little headscarf. I think she was inspired by a book series in French called La Sorcière Camomille or something like that. And it's this little witch who wears like a cute little headscarf, and so it's inspired by that.
I didn't know or forgot.
Well, I think when I first found her channel, that's one of the first videos I watched was her talking about the pattern, and I was like, oh, this is so lovely, and it's free. And so I was like, yes. And for my birthday, you got me a gift card to Fia Fia, which again is my favorite, and I'm obsessed with.
For Fia our Fia birthdays and for Christmas or like occasion, whenever we need to give each other gifts, or not need but want.
Yes.
I usually give her Fia Fia gift card, and she gives me knitting for all them gift cards.
I tried to do Rosa Pomar, or which was I forget how.
Rosa Pomar.
Okay.
Yep.
Tried to give you a gift card from their website for Christmas or your birthday this year, and I forget why, but I couldn't. I think it's because I needed to be in Europe to purchase it or something. I forget what it was, but I wasn't able to, and so I was like, knitting for all of it is anyway.
Fine with me.
Yes. But so from Fia Fia for my birthday with the gift card, I bought myself my favorite yarn. I buy it in so many different colors, but this is the Opulent Alpacas yarn. I don't think the yarn itself has like a branded name or anything. They just kind of like, it's an alpaca farm on Cape Breton Island. Is it an island? I think maybe
yes.
It is. So it's in Cape Breton. Anyway, in Nova Scotia.
Oh God.
I forget if it's an island
Canadian
or not.
geography. It's too big. You can't know everything.
I thought you had to access it via ferry, but I think that might not be accurate. I'm not sure. I've never actually been to Cape Breton.
We'll fact check this later.
Yes. But so Cape Breton yarn, the opulent alpaca. I think this is the colorway Mozzie Day. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but I looked it up, and Mozzie means in Newfoundland and Labrador like a a misty seaside day, like a foggy.
Oh, it's perfect for this color. Is it dyed or natural?
This one I'm not sure. I know that they do sell some natural colorways, and then they also hand dye, and I think maybe natural.
Yeah, this one looks undyed.
Yeah, but it's hard to show. Also, the lighting is not very good. But on the website for Fiafia, I thought it was going to be more of like a light gray. And it's more of like a grayish, but I actually prefer this.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's really I usually don't like gray. I'm very picky with my like beige, gray, natural shades, but this one I really like.
Yeah, and it can be hard to like shop for yarns online. And I usually will use Ravelry, like people's like stash photos to see what it looks like. But
this one is like...
Well, it's so like hand done. Like it's very hand produced, and they have new colorways like throughout the year, and they're very limited edition kind of runs.
Yeah, because it probably depends also on like the
what
alpaca,
they have. Exactly.
The fleece they have.
But what I really like, I think alpaca is like my favorite fiber to knit with in general. But what I really like about their yarn is it's just very like, I don't know, it's
local.
Yeah, local. Like, I don't know. Processes is really nice, and I like that it's not really all the same weight throughout. Sometimes it gets like skinnier, sometimes it gets fuller. So I think maybe some people might not enjoy that, especially if you're like knitting a more structured garment. Yeah. But I just love how
for this one it's really nice.
Yeah, it kind of changes throughout, and like it kind of looks like sometimes I'm off gauge, but I just really enjoy the look of it. Kind of looks a bit more like rustic and
I think it works well also for the style of that scarf, because it's like I don't know how to explain it, but the style is more like I work on a farm casual, and I'm going to pick up the eggs of my chickens.
Like I made no effort into putting my headscarf on, but I look fabulous. Yeah. It's very like
Thank
that.
you. You explained it much better than me.
All good. But so this is what I'm also working on. I'm hoping to have it ready for when the temperature drops soon here, probably.
But the nice thing though is that you're always decreasing, so it's gonna go like faster and faster.
Exactly. Yeah. And what needle size is this?
What are those needles?
3.75 millimeters. And these are knit picks. Or I think they're knit pro, but it's kind of the same.
I like the color.
Yeah, basically I bought myself...
a pink needle.
Oh, this kit, actually. I bought myself this kit, and I thought it was just DPNs. And it's DPNs and interchangeables. And it's very lovely.
They're pretty.
Yeah.
Nice.
So this is my little knit picks set. And my other whip. And I've been talking for forever again.
I like it.
Yes.
Okay, so I guess we're done with whips. We talk about our acquisitions. Maybe I'll talk about what you bought me before we talk about the new yarns. So because I got married, you gave me a gift.
So I couldn't be there for her wedding because I visited Italy before, and you talked about the process of the wedding and how
it happened fast. And it was just a very small thing.
Yeah, so I wasn't able to be there, but I wanted to like pick up some local, not even just local yarns, but like some stuff from that made me think of her whenever I saw cute yarny stuff to give as a wedding gift. And then I said, but there's nothing for her husband. It's just for her. Whoopsies.
That's fine.
Sorry, Georgia.
But yeah, she got me this very cute.
Oh, we have a guest.
She wants to come
Sorry for the interruption.
So I have the white cat. She has the opposite black cat.
This is Lucinda, and you can't really see her, but she's here.
Put her closer to the camera.
Okay.
Oh no, she doesn't like
it. Are we good?
Apologies, I probably hit the mic.
And she can be a bit shy, so she's probably going to go do her own thing. But she might cry.
Yeah. So I was saying that she got me this little Modium bag. So it's like a sock project bag. Every time I order yarn from Rosa Pomal, this is a yarn from Rosa Pomal. Every time I order from there, I'm like, do I get a little bag?
I didn't know that. Nice.
And now I have
I know,
one.
they're so cute.
Yeah, I never bought one.
I think they use either their own fabrics or like recycled fabrics that they have.
I think so. And she's looking at me.
She's like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah. And so inside I got the Isaiah sock yarn. Yeah, I think because the lighting is also just leaving us. It's
too yellow looking.
Yeah, but it's getting darker outside. But anyways, it's like the pink Isaiah. The color is 62, and is the sock yarn. And I wanted to try this for a long time, so thank you.
And I also got it from Fia, and I know that they don't use like synthetic fibers, but this is recycled nylon.
Yeah, it's recycled nylon, and it's a super wash, but it says easy wash, so I'm guessing it's like better for the environment.
Yeah, probably not as processed or whatever.
To me, this feels like the Drops Nord.
I don't think I've ever felt, I think you had someone.
Yeah, I really like that yarn, but it doesn't wear that well in my opinion. But this one I've heard good things about.
It feels really luxurious. Is it alpaca also?
Yeah. Alpaca, 40% alpaca, 40% merino, and 20% recycled nylon. And you can machine wash it. That's nice. Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited to try this. And then she also got me.
Listen, do you want to talk into the mic?
I really want her to meow.
We'll see what she does. Hopefully she doesn't drop it.
No. It's fine. Yeah. And this little, it's a bracelet that you can, it's like a little bracelet that you can use when you're knitting. The little black beads, I think they're spaced 1 inch apart. Yeah. So you can like unclip it. So if you're wearing it, you can unclip it and then measure on your knitting.
I have one too, and it's
so
been
nice.
really handy.
Yeah, I like it.
And I think they were from a local maker in Nova Scotia also. I also got it in Fia when I went in person. When I saw that color yarn, I was like, this is for you.
I have the tag. It's from Mabel and Rose.
Cute.
Handmade, it says.
They're really well made,
8 inches. Cool. Yeah, I've never seen this before. I've seen the ones that you can like, it's like a chain and then you like can clip it every, but I don't think it's for the measurement. It's like to count your stitches.
I see,
But yeah, cool knitting tool.
Yeah. It was cute.
And then in the bag there was also something, I don't know if I paid you for this.
I have no recollection, and don't worry about it if you didn't.
we can check this later.
All good.
But basically, a while back, she's sniffing the mic.
I hope you can hear that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so funny.
ASMR.
Or at least I hope it's not too disruptive. But,
no, it's fine. I mean, we're a bit all over the place anyways. It is what it is. But yeah, a while back I made a video about like different, like how my socks were wearing in general, and like the fibers that I wanted to try in the future. Or I was talking about natural sock yarns, and someone recommended this one to me. So it's the Fleece and Harmony Point Prime, I think, Point Prime, which is, so I don't know if you can talk about this. You're probably better at this than me. Talk about the yarn brand company.
Sure. Well, I mean, I found out about them through you.
Really? Because of this?
Yeah, because of the suggestion. Okay. I guess one of your watchers maybe.
Yeah, someone commented that I should try this yarn, which is 80% wool and 20% mohair. So the mohair gives strength to the yarn, so you can use it for socks. And so I asked her if she could order some for me, and that's how we discovered this little store, and we actually visited yesterday.
Yeah, what I liked about it is when I did the purchase, obviously most websites will ask you if you want to subscribe to their newsletters, and with yarn shops I always do because it's just fun. But I really like the shop owner's little newsletter. It's really like sweet and like local kind of updates about, they have like their little farm with some sheep. It's very cute. We didn't get to see the sheep. They were kind of hiding yesterday, but and
yeah, I think they spin in the yarn there. Like we could see in the bag. I'll put maybe a little video that I took. You can see like
they process the yarn there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they spin it and make it into hanks. I
yeah,
guess.
and I think dye it there also. It's
and I think
all
it's
hand
the
dyed.
lady's husband that actually does the like work. I think
really?
that's what I read on their Instagram. I followed them yesterday after we visited because I was like, oh right, I don't follow them on Instagram. But yeah, it's really cute.
Nice. So yeah, that time I got the chestnut color. It's like
it doesn't
look
their
right now,
actual color right now.
But it's like how would you describe this? It's like almost burgundy, kind of
it's
brown.
Like dark dusty rose
There
brown.
you go.
I don't know if that makes any sense.
That's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, I think when I ordered this,
the color name that comes to mind when I look at it is like rosewood.
Yeah.
If you're familiar with Dior Cosmetics, they have like a lipstick, like lip color that's called rosewood. It kind of reminds me of it. Sorry, very random reference.
I am not familiar with Dior Cosmetics.
I used to work at Sephora when I was younger.
But yeah, so what was I saying?
Sorry.
No, it's fine. When I ordered, I thought it was more like a rusty, like more orange.
Yeah.
But I think I saw it and I fell in love with this one. I feel very inspired.
Yay,
I
good.
have an idea for a design. And then I think that time you got a gray of this.
I think the color name was Seagull, which is like what kind of influenced me to purchase that color anyway.
And it's so cute because on the labels they like for this, for example, this color is chestnut, and then they give you like the context of why it's called that way and like the context of how it fits in with the island. Yeah. So here it's flowering chestnuts are popular all over the island. The nuts are not edible, but as a yarn they are knittable.
Oh, cute! I love
so
that.
it's all like little very cute messages. And then when we were there yesterday, I got this one, which again maybe we'll put pictures.
Yeah, in natural light.
Yeah. To better show the shades, it's the one. This one is autumn birch. Yeah.
Always hair everywhere.
Yeah,
Me
that
too.
one is mine. And this one, it says the island is famous for its red dirt roads. Turn down the Klondike Road in October and see a spectacular display of maple and birch foliage that will inspire you all fall.
I love it.
Yeah, and it's very nice. It's like not what's the word in English? Not spun, but when you twist.
I don't know the terms for this.
Plied. It's not plied super tightly, so I'm curious to see how it's going to wear in socks, but I think with the mohair it's going to wear quite well.
Yeah, I've only ever made a quick swatch with them, and it's probably somewhere in a box still from when I moved here. But yeah, it's really lovely to work with.
But also yesterday I had this like on the little desk, and with all these colors together, again, you're not going to see them very well, but they're pretty together.
I know. It's like a color story.
Yeah, I love it. I think that's it for my acquisitions.
Nice.
You made a few more than me.
Yes. So I purchased some yarns to make some friends of mine. Well, so they're a couple, and so I want to make Holly the girl. They're a straight couple. I don't know. I'm kind of talking too much now about this, but they always host me when I visit them in Halifax. They let me stay at their place for free, which is very lovely, and we always have lots of fun. And they have 2 cats, and basically what I want to make with this yarn, and I will talk a bit more about what it is next. But I want to make them the same kind of pair of mittens that I've started for myself. I've only made one so far and
so
cast
cute.
on a second one, but I think this pattern is called, I don't know how to pronounce it, Lele cat, but it means like little cat.
Okay.
Very beautiful. I've posted about them on my Instagram story and like tagged the lady who made the pattern. She like reshared it, and we follow each other now, and she's just so lovely and sweet, and I love her. And I just love this pattern. It's really well written. There's like a beautiful chart to follow. It was my first pair of mittens my first mitten that I've ever worked on, and it was very easy to follow for me, which is very important because I would say I'm like an adventurous beginner, but I'm still kind of a beginner. But yeah, so I want to make a similar pair of mittens like this for my friend, and they have 2 cats, and one is a black cat and one is a calico cat, and so I bought these 2 colors to go together.
It's so cute.
That pattern I think uses fingering or sport weight yarn, and this one is also made with opulent alpaca yarn, so it kind of like varies the gauge quite a bit, but I think it's more of like a DK to worsted weight. And so I just use like a smaller needle size to make it a bit thinner. And then this is an Aran weight. I realized I thought it was worsted, but it's Aran, so I will have to also use smaller needles. But this is their signature Aran. And this one is in the color amber. And this one is slate. And this one says, this slate is as classic as the roof on our province house. Good taste never goes out of style, with 2 exclamation marks, which is cute. And then the amber one says, a popular color for sea glass and for rum. PEI might have a history there, ... Look into it. I don't even know what that means, so I'll look into it as well. But I guess they make their own rum.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
I knew about the vodka.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the rum that they make in Newfoundland, Screech. But that's a different
I don't know about
province.
that one either.
But yeah, I'm very excited for these. I'm hoping, I'm not sure, the yardage is 150 yards per 100 grams. So I think it'll at least make a pair of mittens. If I have extra and I could make a second pair, I don't think I'll be able to squeeze a second pair out of this. But I could make like something for my friend Ronak, who also has the cats, because...
Or you could make something for the cats.
Perfect. There we go. We're making something for the cats. I don't know what yet, but we will figure something out.
A little hat.
Collar or something. They have the cutest collars already, but maybe they can have their own. And they can...
Yeah.
Okay. Too many ideas. But this is the first
It could be just like an eye cord that you could tie around.
Okay. I love this. But yeah, I love their cats. I love them, and I wanted to make them a little thank you gift.
They're so nice.
And then this other one from Fleece and Harmony also is their Selkirk worsted. This one is 100% wool. I don't know if I mentioned that.
I think they're all...
Yeah, and they're all like local wool.
Except the sock yarn.
They said if it's not the yarn that they produce from their sheep, they also source local PEI wool as well. Yep. So it's all local to PEI, which is fun. But yeah, this one is also 100% wool, and it is in the color Atlantic Sky. And it says, sometimes moody, sometimes brilliant, but most times just a calming, gentle blue. And I've been in a big blue kick. It all started with the Dusty Dove blue and the blue-gray from my Vienna Blouse. And now I'm just kind of obsessed with blue. I think I'm more into like I think I was telling you yesterday, it kind of reminds me of like old French kind of like home decor, like Marie Antoinette kind of style of blue. So this is
and I think it suits you very well.
Thank you. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this color, and I think I want to make. I already forgot the name of the pattern. It's like something. I think it's Paloma Pointed scarf.
Oh yeah.
It's like a little triangular scarf again. And they have a small size and a large size, so I'd probably make the large. And again, I would be off gauge because this is a worsted, and I think that pattern calls for a fingering, but I don't mind it being larger than it should be, I guess.
Or you could make the small one.
I think I want just a big
sure.
Because I've always wanted to make like a big Sophie shawl also, but I would rather have something with pointed if I can. And I'm not smart enough to like calculate how to do that into the Sophie shawl. So yeah. But yeah, this is the other acquisition. The YouTuber. I'm just joking.
Yeah, let's hope the focus is happening correctly. I think that's it.
Yes.
We did it.
We didn't laugh too much.
Yeah, and I guess what's next? I don't know. Are we gonna go visit other yarn shops? Oh yes.
There's one down the street. My local yarn shop that I go to knit night is right around the corner. If you want to come to knit, on Thursday I think I was planning to go. Anyway, we'll talk about that off camera. But yeah.
Let's see.
We'll see.
But yeah, we're probably gonna knit all night now. Oh, and because we are, what are we doing tonight?
Oh, we are staying up late to watch the Love Island USA reunion. Because we're in the Atlantic time zone, it only starts at 10 p.m. But we're gonna...
That's fine. I also, in Italy, I don't have access to it, so I have not watched it, so I'm just gonna be very lost, but yeah.
I also was mainly watching it while I was knitting, and so I'm not good at not looking at my knitting yet.
Paying attention.
Yeah, so I lost a lot of the plot sometimes during Love Island this season.
I'll probably have to ask a lot of questions, but...
That's okay.
Yeah.
But I'm very excited.
Yeah, so that's our plans for tonight. So I hope that you enjoyed this little episode with my special guest. And maybe we can make this a once a year thing.
Wow.
Whenever we see each other.
Wow.
Because we live very far from each other. So yeah, I hope that you did a lot of knitting while watching this. You can comment what you were knitting on. And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye bye.
We did it.